Yeah, so I think maybe we could do like a steady cam shot, like through here, and then, oh, it's the ARRI booth.
Yes. Let's go there.
Film. All right, we're here with Chase from ARRI, and we have the Alexa Mini LF. I'm super excited to check this camera out. I'm an ARRI Mini owner, so this camera got me really excited when I first saw it. What's new about it, and what are you excited about for this camera?
Well, the really cool thing is with the Alexa Mini LF, what we're able to do is take that large format sensor we introduced last year with the Alexa LF and squeeze it into a mini body. It's amazing, yeah. So it's actually 5.7 pounds, so 0.7 pounds heavier than the Alexa Mini, and as you can see, it looks very similar. We have this new side panel for the new media, but otherwise it's a normal Mini, so all your existing accessories minus maybe one side bracket will fit onto the camera, which is fantastic. But not only introducing a new camera, in a sense that we also have a new viewfinder. It's totally new from the ground up. It's got a 4-inch screen instead of a 3.5-inch. It's 1080p. It's high contrast, great color, so it's a much better panel in there. We also have the new eyepiece. It's the same optical eyepiece and light engine from the Alexa LF's MVF-2, that new viewfinder we introduced mid last year for the Alexa LF. It's 350 nits current brightness, but it can actually go up to 500 nits for HDR in a future software update. So it'll be a super bright HDR mode if you want to use it with great color, great contrast. It's got the ARRI Cam eyepiece, so that same great big entrance pupil, so it's easy to see even when you're moving around, which is great. Even has a built-in eye cup heater inside the viewfinder. It's got a headphone jack in it as well, so
that got me really excited.
Yeah, didn't have that on the normal Mini. So totally new. It's also got a lot of new physical controls where each of the buttons, when you look up closer, they have little symbols so you can feel what button exactly you're on by that little recessed symbol.
Very smart.
Embossed, essentially, which is great. It also uses a new coax cable viewfinder. So what that means is this cable has no keyway. You can plug it in any way. There's no such thing as the wrong way. All you have to do, it's kind of like USB-C for viewfinders. You plug it in and you're good to go. And this
really nice.
Can actually be run really long. So on a normal Mini, you can only go about 6 feet. On this viewfinder cable design with this new camera, you can go up to 33 feet or 10 meters. So you can use this very remotely, even for underwater or when you're far away from the camera.
So it's extension cable.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. So up to, the limit is now 10 meters or 33 feet instead of about 6 feet with the old viewfinder and the viewfinder cable for the normal Mini. So of course you have a bigger fan, you have the same sensors in the LF, which is fantastic. So 2 ARRI sensors essentially that are printed on one piece of silicon, so double as big of a sensor, 4.5K, just like the Alexa LF. Now the difference is, of course, the Alexa LF is a full-featured camera, so it's got 4 totally independent monitoring outputs. It can do up to 150 frames in ARRI RAW. It's got 2,000-foot wireless video, extra power ports, and some features that this camera doesn't have, because obviously we're trying to squeeze it down. So the limits in frame rate here in open gate, you can do about 40 in ARRI RAW currently, and then you can also go up to 60 frames in ARRI RAW as well in the 239 flat mode and the 4K UHD mode. So you can still get up to 60, which is fantastic. ProRes or ARRI RAW in the camera to the same drive. You don't have to change drives.
Now hold on, you got one of the new Codex drives in your hand. Let's check this baby out.
This is a new Codex compact drive. This being
small.
It's tiny to go with the camera. 1 terabyte actually. So tiny, 1 terabyte. This is what we're going to offer with the camera when it ships, and it's actually 8 gigabits per second. So it's still quite a fast drive. Not as fast as the SXR, but still very impressive. But again, very small, very reasonably priced too. When you consider actually it's about $2,380 US for a 1 terabyte drive, which actually per gigabyte is faster than not only faster but cheaper than CFast. So it's actually not only much faster, but per gigabyte cheaper than CFast.
That's really awesome. Now, one thing that a lot of people are asking is, is there going to be a Super 35 mode with higher frame rates? Is that planned at all, or what do people that want to shoot Super 35?
There is a mode that can let you higher, which is that you can take the 4K UHD mode of the camera, which crops some of the sensor. You use just exactly 4K UHD, which is about a 36 millimeter diagonal, same mode we had in the LF. And in that mode, the camera can take that 4K and downsample it to HD or 2K up to 90 frames. So you can get faster, but it's only 2K or HD. Even though it's using the 4K UHD area of the sensor, that would not be something that'd be acceptable by anyone that has a 4K mandate, for example. So you can get to 90. Now in Super 35 modes, again, it would be something that we would add in a future firmware update for free, but we don't know exactly what modes, we don't know when. We're just saying that we are going to do it. We're going to collect feedback and find what modes we want to add, because we're not going to add all of them. But even in that mode, remember, it would be the same sensor resolution as a normal Mini, so you're not going to necessarily gain anything in terms of Super 35 resolution, but we're going to keep selling and supporting the normal Mini, because this is obviously a large format camera. It's a little higher price because of the bigger sensor, so we're going to keep supporting and selling the normal Mini as well. It won't be discontinued. Yep.
Awesome, awesome. And so Super 35 lenses will work with the adapter that
Well, yeah, so that's a good question, and I get the question a lot, which is if I want to put a normal PL mount lens, Super 35 or large format on the camera, every ready-to-shoot kit comes with this PL to LPL adapter we introduced last year that goes right into the LPL mount that the camera ships with natively. So if you buy the ready-to-shoot set, this comes with it, of course, just like it did with the LF last year, and this takes it right back to 52 millimeters and 54 diameter instead of 44 and 62 for the large format lenses that really allow you to build lenses like nothing else. So LPL, a lot of people say, why did you switch to LPL? It's because two things. Obviously, you have a bigger sensor cover, but it also changes lens design entirely because now you're taking the back of the lens and bringing it closer to the sensor, and you can make lenses that you could never before make with PL because that mount has such a great distance. So in the future, all ARRI cameras will be LPL mount, and everyone forgets ARRI invented the PL mount in 1980, and we came from two previous ARRI mounts before that, and when we switched to PL, everyone said, oh my God, this is amazing, thank God. With this, of course, it's a new mount. People get a little confused, but this adapter, I say, comes in every kit, pops in, takes a second, nothing to worry about.
Boom, and you can use all your old lenses, for now at least.
Yeah, so obviously it is an optical adapter, so it doesn't create a larger lens coverage, but we have this really cool tool on the website called the Lens Illumination Guide, so you can see if certain Super 35 lenses cover the sensor. So in 4K UHD, where it doesn't use the entire sensor, but the 4K worth, which is halfway between Super 35 and full frame, Ultra Prime 20 and greater cover that. Master Prime 35 and greater cover that. Some of even the Zeiss Super Speeds do at a certain focal length. The Leica Thalias, like a Simulux, they actually cover the 4K UHD 36 mil diagonal. But if you want to use the entire sensor, you're probably better off with our fantastic Signature Primes.
Which are the Signature Primes. Oh yes.
16. We're shipping 12 focal lengths right now. Most of them are T1.8. They're magnesium. First set of cine lenses ever made of magnesia. So they look big, but they're actually on average 2 pounds lighter than a Master Prime.
Are you serious? I did not realize that.
So they introduced last year, and now we're up to 12 out of the 16 focal lengths. By the end of the year, we'll ship all 16. So you'll have plenty of choices.
Very cool. One last question. Is there an EF mount plan for this? I know that's one thing a lot of people loved about the original Mini.
We'll make one. It's in the works. We're examining it right now. You can mechanically use the existing one, but you might get some vignetting at the corners, but mechanically it does fit. If you're okay with that, we will need to design a new one with light baffles, so we're collecting feedback and trying to figure out how best to do that. But at launch, we'll have the LPL mount with a PL adapter as part of the ready-to-shoot set.
Awesome. And this is scheduled for release in July still?
The first cameras will ship in July. How many and where they go, we don't know, but yes, in July.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I meant when will they be not where you don't need to pre-order them? Will they be in stock at some point?
Yeah, at some point. It's kind of like the Mini the first time, where we kind of were like, you better order now if you want it this year. It is kind of the same situation where we're still confident we can make enough cameras for this year, but by the end of the show we might have to start telling people really end of the year, because it's just a fantastic response and success. I mean, when I was in the office on Thursday in Burbank when it was announced, I couldn't have 5 seconds between phone calls. So we're way over 500 order plus now.
Holy cow, that's amazing. One last question, actually. Is there, so as far as the pricing, because I know this comes with the RAW and it comes with the anamorphic already built in, so the original Mini, it's very close in price, right? If you add on the licenses?
The body price difference is about $6,000, $6,500 US currently between a fully licensed Super 35 Mini, which of course we'll still offer, and then the large format Mini LF is about $52,000 to $58,000. So the price difference is about $6,000, $6,500 US for the body between the two. So very reasonable. Just like with the LF, actually, was only about $6,000 US more, or even $5,000 US more than the SXTW, which was a Super 35 full-size Alexa.
Right, so you can get into this camera for not much more than the original Mini. That's awesome.
The ready-to-shoot package is pretty much under $80,000 US, which is quite extraordinary for a large format, yeah.
I can't wait to try one of these. Awesome. Thanks so much, Chase.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate your time. Thanks a lot.